So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I just downloaded Android Q beta, obviously, onto my Google Pixel 2 XL. Really excited to see what new features it has. Doesn't really look like anything crazy. Pi, Android 9, was a big deal. Completely changed the interface and the way gestures. Whoa. Completely changed the way. This is crazy. All the gestures and stuff like that work. Lost my train of thought there. The phone dropped. But so I'm more than kind of excited. I'm really excited to see exactly what this is gonna be like. I'm excited for all dark mode. Which is like something I've been waiting for a really long time. And I'm ready for everything to just move in that direction, you know. Like, for instance, we need, like, you know, Twitter and Discord and all sorts of apps. They all have like a dark mode, you know. And it's something that, like, everything needs to be dark. I'm sick of this white background stuff blinding you. Enough of it. So I think if you know, with Android taking the next step in you know, making everything all dark. Now I feel like that was an option in I feel like we were able to preview that in 9 before Q, but so a lot of the big questions are what's it going to be called? What are they going to call it? Are they going to call it Quiche? I think they should call it Quiche. There's a bunch of different other ones. I don't know them. They're all like Spanish dishes, like Spanish desserts. Quiche. Plain simple. I don't know what else you'd call it. And they like simple, you know. Pie, easy, you know. Now they've had some, you know, gingerbread like that. Yeah, they've had some crazy ones, but I think that I think quiche. I think it's fitting. I think it's gonna be good. But I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they call it. But it's the beginning. It's March. So, you know, probably around August they'll launch it. I feel like they're going to go, I think in like June, they'll probably release another developer preview. And they'll probably release like a couple more features to it and this, that, and the other thing. But right now, we're listening to Pandora. So Pandora works on it. Wouldn't expect otherwise. And it really doesn't seem that different, to be honest with you guys. I haven't had a lot of time to, you know, fool with it. I just installed it, like, just now. It's funny, this guy, there's a Google Pixel community on Facebook. And this guy's like, yo, I got Q, what's good? And everyone's like, yo, shut up. And he's like, nah, I mean, I have it. And so I tried to get it, and I couldn't get it. And so everyone's like, and he was like, you have to go to your, on your computer, and you have to do it from your desktop. And everyone was like, hang on. Got a bunch of cars coming. And everyone's like, this is fake. There's no way, it's not out yet. No, it's fake. It's not real. Well, it was. You just happened to, you know, get lucky. It did come out today. Today is March 13th, 2019. Oh my gosh. Hello? Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of updates they roll out with it. Thus far, doesn't really look like much is going to be updated this go around, which is typical with all the other Android versions out there. All the other upgrades were just kind of minuscule, and they had like some. I mean, they had some major changes, but they weren't like revamps of the entire system. And I don't think it's going to be really that big because I know that they're focusing big on like Fuchsia. So that should that's going to be a thing. I think it's called Fuchsia. It's called Fuchsia, right? That's their OS, or that's the code word for their new OS that's going to replace Chrome OS. So and I heard rumors. I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me on it. But I heard that they're also going to try and push Fuchsia onto their phones. So that'll be a thing, maybe. But if that is true, then yeah, they definitely won't be making that substantial of an update this go around. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? But yeah, so I'm excited for the update. What else can you say? Like I said, I haven't really toyed around with it too much. I did just download it like a few minutes ago. I guess it's like it's just a little before 6 right now. I think it's like 5:45 Eastern Standard. So I haven't really had a chance to toy with it. I'll say probably by Friday I should have a good. I mean, yeah, I should have a good review for it by tomorrow. I'm gonna give myself until Friday just so I can have a good, you know, solid 24-hour day with it to see, you know, how well it does. So I wanted to mention, you know, like I said before, I've loaded it on my my Pixel 2 XL. I didn't go and get the. I had the Pixel 1, just the Pixel. I upgraded to a 2 immediately. When the 3 came out, I didn't upgrade it. I read a lot of forums online saying, you know, hey, if you've got the 2 XL, there's no sense in upgrading to the 3 XL. It's got, you know, better hardware and it's got a better camera, but it doesn't take that better of photos. And I mean, I've gone to the store and I've taken photos side by side and they're pretty identical. So what I'm really waiting for, though, I'm waiting for 4. 4 is going to be good. So hopefully I mean, we've been getting like some snippets, but I don't think any of them are like, they haven't really, I don't think any of it's really real. You know, that when they came out with the snippets for 3, it ended up not really being a thing. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna get 4, because hopefully they will have upgraded the RAM, because they didn't upgrade the RAM in 3. There's state showing it 4, but this is the thing. I mean, my phone has 3. Dude, I've got so many apps on my phone, it's ridiculous. So many apps. I mean, I've got, let's see. I mean, I've got well over 200 apps on my phone. Now, granted, I don't run all these apps all the time. I really do it more for testing purposes. But I've got them. And, you know, it is what it is. But my phone doesn't bog down at all, is my point. Which is nice. You know, I mean, I've got, I'll run a lot of apps at like one time. And I take a lot of photos and a lot of videos, so I've constantly got that uploading to like the Google Cloud. So that's always happening. I'm always multitasking. I've always got, you know, YouTube playing while I've got, you know, something else going. I've got something casting and, you know, doing other things. So I mean, my phone manages it fine. So maybe Google was like, you know what? What do you need more than 4 for? What do you need more than 4? You don't need more than 4. It's a phone, you know? It's not a, I mean, all right, so it is a computer because these little things are computers, you know? But at the same time, you're not, you know, when you have a computer, you can have like, you know, 4 monitors and like you can be super multitasking, got things going on. You can be watching Netflix and doing things and then have something else going on, have YouTube going on over here. You can be streaming to, you know, Twitch over here and doing just doing crazy stuff all over the place, right? Where you would need a lot of RAM. You're not going to be doing all of those things at one time on a phone. You know, you might do all of those things on your phone because you can stream on Twitch and do all these things, but are you going to be doing them all at the same time? That's the thing. Google's like, we could put 12 gigabytes of RAM in there. Who cares? Why? So I think that was kind of bold, and I think people really don't see it for what it was, you know? I don't think people are like, because people cut them down. People cut them down hard over that. They were like, oh, they came out with 4 gigs of RAM. I mean, come on, even this base version of this phone has 6. You know, and people were giving Google a lot of crap for it, but I don't think they realized Google thought about it and was like, this phone will be okay. This phone will be just fine with 4. It's not going to be a problem because we have confidence in our hardware and our software. It's just going to do everything you need it to do. And it does. I mean, that's why, like, with my Pixel 2 XL, solid. Solid as all get out. I mean, it is, mwah. I love it. I love it, and that's why I'm excited for the 4. And I'm hoping this time around they give us a little more RAM. I mean, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus that's got the capability of having 10 gigabytes of RAM. No, I'm sorry, 12. And then there's another one that's out there. I think it's it's either a Japanese or Chinese made phone. But it's got, I'm pretty sure there's one out there that's got 16 gigabytes of RAM. So, you know, I mean, hanging out at 4. But the thing is, those phones aren't as well known as the Pixel. I mean, obviously Samsung is, you know, but it's Samsung. But I'm not really a fan of Samsung. I'm actually videotaping this on Samsung S10e. It's the economy version. It's my work phone, but it's got a cute little camera on it. It does all right. I like its camera a little bit better than the one on my Pixel, the front facing one, because it's better. It's I think it's a 12 megapixel, where the one on my Pixel, the one facing me, not the. I always get that mixed up. Front facing, I think the front facing is the one on the back side of it, but the one facing you isn't front facing. So confusing. But the one facing you, like when you're looking at the screen, that's a 12. The one on my Pixel is an 8. So I've been doing a little testing on it. I just got the phone. I got the phone, I guess, what was it, last weekend? So I've been doing a little testing with that phone. I hate Samsung. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm definitely a Google Pixel like diehard. But hey, my boss wants to buy me an S10e. And the E, I mean, it's the economy version, but it's got pretty much everything the same. Like everything's the same except the Galaxy S10 regular has 3 cameras on the back and 1 camera on the front. And then the S10 Plus has 3 cameras on the back and 2 cameras on the front. But this one just has 2 on the back and 1 on the front. Not a big deal. I mean, I'm still using just the 1 on the front, and it's all right. You can make it like wide. You can do like a wide angle shot. I mean, you can see a lot right now in my car, but I don't know. Not really big on it. I do like how it has 9. I used to have a Samsung Galaxy S7, and it was like still running on 8. Well, maybe not. No, I think was it running 7? I can't even remember. It might have upgraded to 8. I think it upgraded to 8. I can't remember though. But I hate 8. 8. Like since my Pixel got 9, because I beta tested 9. And man, as soon as I opened up 9, I was just like, done. 9 is just where it's at, you know? So I'm excited to see what 10, aka Q, has to offer, because the gestures that came out with 9, Android Pie, super good. So hoping, the dark mode. I haven't figured out how to turn it on, but like I said, I feel like there was a patch that I could download that would allow me to preview that, and I think I already had done that. But now, because it wasn't working fully, like some things were just like all dark, and that was cool. But now everything is dark, so I haven't figured out where in the thing it says how to turn it on, because I don't know how to turn it on. But I'm assuming it's already on, because everything's already dark. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it. Like I said, I just downloaded it like 5 minutes ago, so gotta play with it a little bit longer. But it's pretty cool. I just wanted to kind of give a shout out and let everyone know I am beta testing Android Q, aka 10, hopefully quiche. And I will give you guys reviews of like what it's looking like. Is it worth it? I mean, of course it's worth it. The upgrade. This is a whole thing. Like, when people don't upgrade their stuff, I'm like, why haven't you upgraded your stuff? They gave you upgrades for a reason, so things could be better. To fix the things that were bad from the other versions. I mean, I never understand that, why people don't upgrade their stuff. And then there's tech bloggers out there, writing articles. Android users never upgrade their phones. Horse apples. I freaking upgrade mine every chance I get. I try to run beta if I can. Android users don't upgrade their phones. They might not, but there are some that do. You can't just say that. You can't just make a blatant statement like that and say, yeah, Android users, they don't know how to upgrade their stuff. Okay, Apple fool. I just don't get it. I think it's because like Apple kind of forces you to upgrade, where it's optional with Android. You kind of got to go in there. I mean, it'll eventually push you up. I was reading some article like most Android phones are still running KitKat. I'm like, get out of here! No, they're not. I haven't seen someone running KitKat ever. I mean, I have a long time ago, not lately. Well, when I hear that, I'm just like, no, they aren't. And now, I think they came out with like statistics that showed that they are, but I think that was like globally, and it was like including like impoverished countries, that don't have like the latest and greatest smartphones, and that are kind of like a step behind in the technology generation, of like progressiveness. So I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe most. I don't think it was a couple years, like 3 or 4 years ago or something like that. No, it couldn't have been. It was like a year ago. But anyways, yeah, I can't believe everybody I know at least has Android 8 Oreo. Everybody got Oreo. I don't know. Just seems silly. Oops, I want to turn there. But yeah, I'm excited about Android Q. I'm just gonna start calling it quiche. Nah, I should. If I start calling it quiche, then I'm gonna jinx myself, and they're gonna be like, no, we're not gonna call it quiche. We're gonna call it kumquat. I don't even think that's spelled with a Q. Probably not. There was an article, because I've been eager for two, or for two. I've been eager for Q. The moment that 9 released, you know, its full version, like Pi came out, when it went from P to Pi, and I was like, yeah, what's going on with Q? It's like, oh man, it's like, people are like, Pi just came out. I'm like, so what? I want to be beta testing the next thing. I want to alpha test the next thing. I was really trying to alpha test. I really was. But I guess you got to be like in with Google to be alpha testing Android. What are you gonna do? I tried. But yeah, no. But hey, you know, the beta just dropped. Is it developer preview 1 or 4, or did they count down? I can't even remember from last year. Because last year, do they count down or they count up? I can't remember. I don't know. It's DP something. Beta release 1 for public use. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I will definitely tell you guys more about it in the coming days. But until then,